Hello, Kids Place friends. Welcome to another episode of Kids Place, where kids come to play, learn, achieve, create, and explore. I'm Ms. Traherne, and this is my co-host,
Mrs. Day. Let's start with our hello song.
Hello, friends. How are you? We're very happy to see you. Greet your neighbor, boogie on down, give a bump and turn around.
For today's play segment, we're going to be singing a really fun song by Dr. Jean. Don't you just love Dr. Jean?
Oh, she has so many creative songs and dances.
She really does. This one is called I Had a Bird. Why don't you stand up and sing this one with us?
I had a bird and the bird pleased me. I fed my bird by yonder tree. Bird went tweedledee. I had a cat and the cat pleased me. I fed my cat by yonder tree. Cat went meow meow. Bird went tweedledee. I had a dog and the dog pleased me. I fed my dog by yonder tree. Dog went ruff, ruff. Cat went meow, meow. Bird went tweedledee. I had a pig and the pig pleased me. I fed my pig by yonder tree. Pig went oink, oink. Dog went ruff, ruff. Cat went meow, meow. Bird went tweedledee. I had a duck and the duck pleased me. I fed my duck by yonder tree. Duck went quack, quack. Pig went oink, oink. Dog went ruff, ruff. Cat went meow, meow. Bird went tweedledee. I had a cow and the cow pleased me. I fed my cow by yonder tree. Cow went moo, moo. Duck went quack, quack. Pig went oink, oink. Dog went ruff, ruff. Cat went meow, meow. Bird went tweedledee.
Now, after that fun song, we need to get ourselves calm and ready. And in order to do that, we're going to visit our 3-year-old class at George Washington Carver Elementary School with Miss Santos's class. And they are going to do balloon breaths. And we're going to keep this in the back of our mind as we do our conscious discipline breathing. I am safe. Keep breathing. I can handle this.
All right, a balloon breath? All right, what color balloon would you like?
White.
A white balloon. Everybody put a white balloon on your head. All right, and we blow it up and blow it out. And blow it up and blow it out. One more time, blow it up and blow it up. Nice job, friends.
Now we're ready to learn. Fanny, we have an extra special treat today.
Really? What is it?
Well, why don't we play Guess That Sound, and we'll see if these might give you some clues to see where we might be going. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, get those listening ears ready. What do you think? Did you hear some of those sounds?
Yeah, that was cool.
Friends at home, can you think about maybe where we might be going today? If you guessed the farm, you're right. We have so many farms around St. Mary's County, but I have one right next to my house, and so I thought it might be a really fun treat to go down and take a look at all the farm animals that my next door neighbor, the Trosbachs, have. Does that sound like a good idea?
Oh, I want to go.
Yeah, let's go take a look at the day of a life in a farmer and what kind of animals a farm might have.
Birds, Please friends. We're here on a special field trip today. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Abby Trosbach and welcome to our farm.
Oh, I love this. I see all kinds of animals. What types of animals do you have here on the farm?
We have goats, we have ducks, chickens, we have guineas, we have bunny rabbits, and there's some dogs and cats running around too.
Oh, so cool. How long have you lived here?
We've been on the farms for 30 years. However, the farm's been in my husband's family since 1893.
Wow. Can we go see some of the animals?
Absolutely. All right, guys, these are our goats here this morning.
What are their names?
Their name? Well, every goat here actually does have a name. We have Kizzy and Silver and Lucky and Daisy and Grace and Jilly. They all look the same, don't they? They're mostly brown. We have Harley and Eddie and Bouncer. We kind of name them by the letter of the year. With dairy goats have a letter of the year, so it's one way for us to also keep track of how old they are. Yeah.
So how do they eat? What do they eat?
I'll show you. I have a scoop here. So there's some, well, you know what this is, right?
Corn.
Corn. And there's actually some wheat and barley in here. And then there's some pre-made feed, which is like minerals and vitamins, kind of like when you take a vitamin. So it's a pre-made feed. It gives them kind of their complete diet. I would let you feed them, but we have to feed them really, really fast. You see these guys? Goats are super greedy and super bossy. This is gonna go really fast. Are you ready? I'm gonna run down the feeder with all this food, and you gotta watch these guys. I may have to start down here and come back because they're already covering the feeder. They'll take it right out of your hand. They're like vacuums. Yeah, they're greedy. No. They're so greedy. They should call, these guys should be eat like a goat, not eat like a pig. There you go. So we have 2 female bunnies in here. We don't have any male bunnies, so we're not gonna have babies this year. We put them on the ground for warmth in the winter, but it's really interesting how they've navigated and made homes to keep themselves warm all winter. Why in the world would I have all these birds on my farm?
To get the eggs.
To get the eggs, that's right. So I have ducks here. What do you think I have the ducks for?
Duck eggs.
Duck eggs, yes. So let's go in the duck house first and we'll get their eggs first, okay?
I found it. In the corner, buddy. I got one. I got 2. And then there's one right there.
You find some? You hold them into it and we'll put them in a basket when we get over in the chicken house. You got 2? Now these are actually chicken eggs.
I got 3.
Can-
Wow.
Yeah.
Don't clap them together.
Yeah.
You want to hold them?
No, I'm gonna hold
All right, so we do have chicken eggs and duck eggs here. So this is a chicken egg and this is a chicken egg. And these are all duck eggs. Now if you couldn't tell by looking, if you got them wet, the duck eggs are really, really slippery. They have a different coating on the outside than a chicken egg. The duck eggs also have a much larger yolk inside because if a baby was going to grow inside a duck egg, the yolk has to feed it for 28 days, where a yolk... Well, no, because the duck is in the egg longer. If the duck is in the egg for 28 days, a chicken would only be in the egg for 21 days. So there's actually more protein in a duck egg as well. Some of the hens don't mind, and you can reach right under them and see they're keeping the eggs kind of protected under there. Some of them don't mind. Others are not really excited about us taking their eggs. Just reach under and push them up. See like that? She's not, I wouldn't let you touch one of the ones that's moody.
I don't know. How often do you collect them?
Usually once a day, but sometimes on the weekends when I'm home, I will collect them twice a day. Yeah.
How many eggs?
We get about 100 a day. Yeah, just about 100. Some some of our cows. They're typically, by the time they reach this size, they're a year to a year and a half. And these are some of the cows that we raise for feed here on our farm, for food. The big white one there, his name is Chester. He's actually a dairy cow. You can tell he's a different kind of cow by his color, and also, what does he have on his head? He has horns. Dairy cows tend to be taller and more bony. The rest of these guys are Black Angus cows.
Thank you for letting us come to your farm today.
Thank you guys for joining us.
We'll see you next time, Kids Place friends.
All right.
For today's Read Aloud, we're going to be reading Going to Sleep on the Farm by Wendy Lewison. How does a cow go to sleep? Tell me how. How does a cow go to sleep? A cow lies down in the soft, sweet hay in a cozy barn at the end of the day. And that's how a cow goes to sleep. Moo. And that's how a cow goes to sleep. How does a duck go to sleep? Tell me how. How does a duck go to sleep? A duck tucks his bill right under his wing and doesn't worry about a thing. And that's how a duck goes to sleep. Quack, quack. And that's how a duck goes to sleep. How does a horse go to sleep? Tell me how. How does a horse go to sleep? A horse, of course, stands up all night while he's fast asleep with his eyes shut tight. Can you imagine standing up all night long?
No.
Could you guys sleep while you were standing up?
Yes.
You think you can, Hayden? And that's how a horse goes to sleep. Nay! And that's how a horse goes to sleep. How does a pig go to sleep? Tell me how. How does a pig go to sleep? What do you guys think? Does he lay down or stand up?
Lay down.
Oh, let's see. You know this one, Hayden? Oh, look what they do. A pig curls up with her family or friends. Where one pig starts, another pig ends. Look, they all sleep together. And that's how a pig goes to sleep. Oink, oink. And that's how a pig goes to sleep. How does a hen go to sleep? Tell me how. How does a hen go to sleep? A hen fluffs her feathers so they look their best and sits on her eggs all warm in her nest. And that's how a hen goes to sleep. Cluck, cluck. And that's how a hen goes to sleep. How do you go to sleep? Tell me how. How do you go to sleep? You snuggle down in your nice warm bed and sleepy dreams soon fill your head. And that's how you go to sleep. Shh. And that's how you go to sleep. The end. Thanks for joining us for our Read Aloud.
What a blast the field trip to the farm was.
It really was.
And in honor of the farm animals we saw today, we are going to create some headbands.
Okay.
And we're going to do cows and roosters.
Fun.
Okay? I did want to talk a little bit. I know in season 1 we introduced the bucket that we hold our materials in. And being that it's springtime again, these buckets are on display in many of the stores around town, and you can get them very inexpensive, and it's just a great place to catch all of your art supplies. I've bought 1 pack of construction paper, and it has lasted all of season 1 into season 2, and I still have lots of colors left. By keeping it in one place, and what was convenient is this has a handle so you can hang it on the back of your chair if you have an area at home where you like to do your crafts. So I just wanted to highlight my supply bucket that we've been using. Now, of course, you can use other bins and containers if you want it enclosed with a lid, but this is just a very inexpensive way to house your supplies. All right, so back to headbands. We are going to start with the cow headband.
Okay.
And I only have small paper, so we're going to use a stapler today so that we can make the paper go all the way around our head.
Okay.
I'm going to staple it. Then we've got some black for stripes, some pink for the ears, and then for attaching glue sticks and scissors. And if you should need to write your name on anything, we have pencils. These will come to in a minute when we get to the rooster.
Okay.
So first we need to take some white paper and staple. Well, actually, I'm going to fold this in half.
I was gonna say, maybe we can cut it.
And a good fine motor skill to pinch and slide. And then we have a nice even line down the center, and we can cut those out, thumb on top, so that we have 2 strips of paper that we can staple together. Helper hand is going to guide as we move down that line. And then we're going to staple the 2 together so that we have enough to go all the way around our head.
Thank you.
So first, we're going to take that measure. All right, so now we have our headband. Then we're going to make some black stripes for our cow. And I am going to just cut this in half and give you the other side.
You go ahead and cut this one up for the ears, give you half too.
Okay. And I'm going to fold mine in thirds and do 3 at a time. Save a few minutes. And a cow's stripes are irregular shaped. They don't have a specific circle or oval or square. So you can just curve and cut however you see fit. Today I'm going to use a stapler, but you can use glue if you want to. And cows come in all colors, so you can do brown spots. You have a brown spotted cow, whatever the farm near your house happens to have. All right, so now we're going to do the 3-dimensional ears. So with the white that you prepared for us, we're going to make 2. And remember, cows are pretty big, so these ears need to be pretty big.
Yeah.
And then inside the ear, we're going to make a pink section that's the same shape as the ear, but will go inside the white.
Okay.
Okay? So I'll give you a piece of pink.
Thank you.
And then we'll be ready to assemble. When you're making an ear, it's not really an oval because it has kind of a point.
It's almost the shape of an eye.
Yes. I think I would agree with you. So I'm going to make I made my pink one first, and then I'm simply going to use my helper hand to hold the pink one on the white and cut it just a little bit larger.
That was a good idea.
And grown-ups, you can help by holding the pieces and coaching your young ones as they put thumb on top, open shut. And what did we say before? Thumb on top,
chop,
chop, chop.
If you're in Miss Scott's class.
Yes. It's always fun to add a rhyme.
It is.
And then I'm going to glue the pink inside the white. And then to make it look 3D, we pinch the corner and make a fold, I don't know, about 1 inch. And I always use the bend your pointer finger That flat part is about an inch. And then it gives it that three-dimensional effect. And we can staple it onto the side of our headband. Well, this is the tricky part. Might need a grown-up to hold that for you.
Yeah. While you staple.
That's one. Let's see if I can get the second one. And because I'm putting this on my head, I'm going to kind of make sure that those ears are going to show when I wear it. How did I do that? Like this. And because it's paper, you just kind of play with it. Make sure it sits the way you want it to. Feel like I'm... All right, so that's our cow.
Okay.
You ready for a rooster?
I'm ready for a rooster. I'm going to keep my cow on while we do
All
this.
right, so there's the cow. All right, for the rooster, we're going to use a paper plate.
Okay.
And we're going to trace our hands for the cone.
That's a great skill for this.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It is, yeah.
And then we have some black, and I had used googly eyes from another project. I had saved them in my bucket.
Okay.
So when you buy those, they come with so many, they last a long time if you
Yes.
keep them. And a good thing for storing them is little Ziploc bags.
Yeah.
So they don't get lost. Especially if you're traveling with your bucket. They can get lost under the seat.
So true. Yes.
All right, so first, take your paper plate.
Okay.
And this is going to go on the top of your head. We're going to cut out the center after we trace our hand. So this is a multi-step process, and you need to be very careful because once you cut it, it's gone, unless you have tape. So first we're going to trace our hand
Okay.
in the center.
Okay.
And put your wrist close to that circle edge of your plate. And then you're going to have your helper hand sitting there, and then trace, and remember to keep the finger still the whole time. Now, we're going to make this comb red, like a rooster, and I think it's easier to color it before you cut it.
Yeah, I agree.
So I do have crayons here.
Oh,
Are you
perfect.
looking for a marker?
I was looking for another one, but
I do.
I'll do crayon. That's good.
Okay.
You can use either. Just in case.
And if you go out of the lines, it won't matter. You're going to cut it out anyway. Okay, so now we are ready to cut these out.
Okay.
Now, in order to do this, you need to fold your plate in half so the hand is showing.
So that
Because-
the fingers are on one side and the palm is on the other.
Right. Well, you basically need a starting point to get
To
into
cut.
the center of the plate. So what I'm going to suggest is cutting just a little mark on the outside of the circle and then opening the plate up.
Yes.
And you have an entry point to get in. And we're going to cut all the way around the circle. Because the circle is what's going to sit on your head to make the hat. And then we're going to stop when we get to the frame of the handprint.
Okay.
Now, as I used to say in my classroom, if you have an accident, that's when we bring in the repair tape. There's always tape nearby. So, the helper hand's going to do a lot of work on this project because you're going to be turning to go around all of those fingers. Now, if we want our comb to sit sideways, we can cut one side and have it sit sideways like an actual rooster.
Okay.
So I'm going to cut just halfway. I don't know if I'm going to get this to work, but I'll try. And then I can turn it. Maybe like that.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. What do you think?
Looks good.
I could even throw a little staple in there to
You
hold
could,
it
to
sideways.
hold it like
I
that.
think I'm going to do that. All right, so now we have our comb, and we're going to add our eyes. So we're going to, you won't need much, so I went into my bucket and I got out some scraps.
Okay.
I'm going to cut it in half.
I'm gonna use some. Oh, I could use my
Oh,
cow.
you had some
I have
left
cow
over
left.
from
Yeah.
your cow.
Oh, look, I have circles already.
Oh, good for you. All right, so we're going to cut out 2 circles,
Okay.
and these will be the outlines for those wiggle eyes. Again, we fold the paper so we get to it one time. We throw on some glue and our wiggle eyes. And there's only one part left.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
The beak.
The beak. And again, you can use a scrap because it's just a small 3-sided shape. What would that be?
A triangle.
Mm-hmm. And then we'll glue that one on. And I'm gonna, oh, you made yours 3D.
I
I
did.
like that
Oh.
better.
I folded it in half and then cut it out so that when I put it on, it would
I'm gonna do
kind of
that.
open and shut. Yeah.
I like that idea. Okay.
Okay.
And then
All right.
we're ready for
Chicken.
our rooster. And I think our
Okay.
kiddos will probably have better success with this than
Yes.
us adult heads.
Don't fit in a plate as well as maybe a child's would.
All right. So there you have our farm animal headbands and hats. If you would like to check us out more, you can find us at the local cable channel number 96 or on SMCPS YouTube. And you can also email us at kidsplace@smcps.org.
It's that time in the show where we have to say goodbye.
It is time to say goodbye to all our friends. It is time to say goodbye to all our friends. It is time to say goodbye. Give a smile and wink your eye. It is time to say goodbye to all our friends.
Bye, friends.
See you next time.